name's Italia Barboza. I'm going to be your social worker today. How are you doing?
Hello, doing good.
All right, what's your name?
Pedro.
Nice to meet you, Pedro.
Nice to meet you.
So before we get into why we are here today, I want to go ahead and go over our limits of confidentiality. So what that is basically that everything we say in this conversation will be confidential between me and you, stays between me and you. However, there are limitations to that, including talking about hurting yourself and or others. If you decide to abuse or talk about if you talk about abusing or neglecting a child, elderly person, or person with a disability, I also may have to do something about that. If a court needs documentation pertaining to what we were talking about today in this conversation, I may have to give them information on that. And if you decide that you want somebody else besides me or you to have information from what we talked about today as well, we can go ahead and get some written consent on a release of information, and then we can get that going for you. Everything that I said and explained right now, does that sound clear?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. We understand that. Then we can go ahead and move forward. Do you want to go ahead and tell me a little bit about what's going on?
Yes. So, I need some assistance.
Okay. And what kind of assistance?
Well, I need some assistance getting off drugs.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I've dug a hole and I'm in too deep and I need some help to get out.
Okay. So you're a drug addict?
You're calling me a drug addict?
So why do you say that you need help with drugs?
Because I do them a lot.
Okay. And what drugs do you do?
Cocaine.
Okay.
I also smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol, and just cocaine. I like cocaine. It's nice.
That's like the most severe. Do you think you have an issue with cigarettes and the alcohol as well? Is that an issue, or?
I mean, it doesn't seem to be an issue when I'm doing them all three at the same time. It's pretty good to me.
Okay. So, the issue that we are here today for is because you say you have an issue. You have a problem with cocaine. Is that correct?
Oh yes.
Okay. And would you also want to include the smoking cigarettes as well as alcohol within this problem, or we're just sticking to the cocaine for right now?
I mean, I'm sure it all plays a part.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look into all of that. Okay, and then how about you tell me a little bit about your living situation?
So I live by myself, falling behind on the bills. I work. When I do work, it feels like I'm not working because I'm spending my money on drugs.
Okay. Is that a big issue as well?
2 months behind on my car payment. Rent's coming up. Don't even have half.
Okay. So would you say that you need some help paying your car payment and your rent payment?
I mean, yeah. Wouldn't you say you need some help?
I could definitely look into that for you because I know that we do have some programs that offer some relief when it comes to those bills needing to be paid. However, I am a little bit more concerned about the drug aspect of the issue. So, how much would you say that you do of coke, and how much you drink, and how much you smoke?
So it starts off with drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking. I'll drink at least 6-pack a day.
Okay.
And then from drinking, I do coke. And couldn't tell you how much I do, but I spend about $300 to $400 a week.
Okay. So just with that, $300 to $400 a week being spent on drugs, do you think that maybe if we cut back on some of those drugs that we can use some of that money to go towards the bills?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And is that something you'd be interested in trying to reach? Like a goal trying to reach?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, I can tell you that that's the ideal, but you had mentioned rent relief. Now, if we were to do some type of rent relief, that's more money in my pocket. More money in my pocket means more money I'm spending on drugs.
Well, you are here, which means that there is an issue, and you were telling me that the issue is doing drugs, so I would love to help you if you want to be helped.
Yes.
Is that something that you want to move forward with?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So then let's go ahead and talk about a goal that we can create for ourselves. So let's look into how much we're spending on these drugs and how much drugs we're doing, and let's come up with a way that we can lessen that for you so that we can save some of this money as well as lessen the amount of drug usage that you are doing. Does that sound like an idea?
Almost definitely. I mean, I would even consider going to like an AA meeting or something. I don't know, something to help me out.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly
If
fine.
they offer that.
If that's something that you want to do, absolutely. So give me some numbers. What do you think is a reasonable, timely manner goal that we can reach?
Reach for?
In order to stop doing these drugs or to lessen the amount?
I couldn't tell you on that. I just know I want to stop.
Okay. So how about we try, or how does a month to 3 months sound to you? Does that sound like it's too long of a time, or are you trying to get this done in a timely manner?
Sounds about right. If everything goes well, I think I just need to try to attempt to help. I'm already thinking about relapse. Once I'm clean, think about getting drugs already.
Okay, so what we can go ahead and do is start with, kind of cutting down. So how much do you think you can cut down to? That you can do, that's a possible amount that we can cut down.
I could do about half. No, I'm saying that kind of stingy.
Half what?
Half of like 400, so maybe 200.
Okay, so $200 on drugs. And so what can we use that $200 towards? What, I guess, bill can we maybe use that towards?
Car, for sure. I need a car for work.
Okay, so would you say that would be a goal that we can establish as of right now, cutting down $200 from that limit and putting that towards a car?
I think I could do it. I think I'm looking forward to trying something new.
Okay, perfect. And then while we're also doing that, we can go ahead and look into those benefits for the rent relief as well as helping pay the car, because maybe you might not even have to pay the car and you can just pay the rent, so that money can still be going towards part of your bills. So I would need your help coming up with some kind of goal that you think you can do. Like, do you think you'd be able to fill out the application?
Yes, I can do that as soon as I leave this office.
Okay, then absolutely, then we can go ahead. Okay, so as of right now, I have cutting down to $200, putting that towards one of the bills, and then once you leave here, you had said that you're going to go ahead and fill out a SNAP application. Does that all sound good to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, perfect. So I think we have some goals established, and I think we have a nice plan on how to reach those goals. So I think from this point on, I'll see you at the next meeting, and then we can go from there.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect.
Thank you for assisting me today.
Of course.
Hopefully I can meet this goal, and we'll talk about everything in between on the next session.
Yeah, we can absolutely go into more detail. Thank you so much, and you have a good day.
You too.
Hee hee hee.